Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Hope your week's been going well so far. Um, I'm just throwing this video out to maybe see if anybody else is feeling like this as well. So, it feels if things are like, I don't know, something just doesn't feel right with life in general anymore. I feel like I'm waiting for something to happen, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. It's hard to describe, put my finger on it exactly. I feel like maybe there's something going on behind the scenes that nobody's aware of right now, and it's going to be dropped on us like a bomb. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to change life and the way we look at things going forward. Maybe kind of feel like the other shoe's getting ready to drop. I'm not sure. I just got this unsettling feeling going on that we're all trying to maintain this normalcy in our lives, and I just feel like it's for no good right now. Like something's going to come along and just take that thinking concept away from everybody unwillingly, and we're going to be dealt with, just put up with it. Things haven't seemed right for quite some time. I'm not sure. I don't know if anybody else is feeling like this as well, but I feel like I'm just like sitting and waiting for whatever that may be. And I don't know, it just I feel like my life and everybody else's life is about to change. And I can't say for the better or the worse. I don't know. I don't know. I have this gut feeling like I'm just waiting for something to happen here. Not just in the States, but just through the world throughout. It seems everything just seems fake anymore. Like we're being distracted. The distraction button has been turned all the way up. And I don't know if anybody else is seeing this. It's just things have changed so much in the past 4 or 5 years. Ever since the vid came, we it seems like that was just a test to see the limits that could be pushed and what could be got away with, and to see who cowers and who stands. That's kind of the way I view that, what happened. Because we all know it was forced on us. Things just don't seem right anymore. We all, not all of us, but most of us wake up, do the daily grind, wake up, go to work, come home, take care of the home needs, go to bed, rinse, repeat. Just look forward to the weekends, and the weekends just seem like something's missing now as well. I find myself lately questioning a lot of kind of how I've been living my life. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for everything that I have in my life and everything that I've gone through. I don't know. I feel like I'm meant for more. Not speaking money wise. I don't know. This is not the way that we're supposed to live. We're not meant to be distracted by devices and, wants and needs. The amount of consumption that's been done just in the past 10 years alone is, astronomical compared to, let's say 50 years ago. I think that has a lot to play with the behind the scenes orchestrating of things that others are doing with us unknowing, and probably if we knew, unwanting as well. I don't know, I just feel like I said, the distraction button has just been cranked all the way up lately, and I have a feeling there's just something coming our way, and it's probably going to bend our brains when we do see it. And I have a feeling that it's driven by greed and just bad behavior, authority, power, what have you. It's unsettling. I just don't know if anybody else is feeling this, or maybe I'm just going even more crazier than I am. I mean, I like to think of myself as a little bit good crazy, not bad crazy. I accept that. I embrace the weirdness for sure. But I don't know, things have changed. And I just feel like we're all just zombies walking around, it's like the numbness of society is just being, squeezed out of every crack in the life we used to know. I grew up in a time where, when I was a kid, there was no computers. Maybe date myself a little bit, but, you didn't get a hold of anybody by texting them. You called their landline, or you agreed to meet at one spot and you rode your bikes to meet, and you could disappear all day long and go to do what you wanted to have a good time and fun. And your parents were okay with that, as long as you didn't get into trouble or too much trouble, and weren't being a little a-hole. They, most part didn't care. We took care of ourselves quite a bit. We come home from school, there ain't nobody home. You know what I mean? You come home, you make yourself dinner, or, you do your laundry, at a young age. That was instilled. You do side jobs to, mow yards, shovel driveways, what have you, to make some money. Have a paper out, get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, deliver 100, 200 papers around your neighbors, I'm not talking about that's different. It is different, but I just feel like there's something in the air, and it just doesn't feel right. It feels like something is coming our way, and it's going to change how things go from then on forward. And I think there's people that know what's coming, and that's why this distraction knob has just been cranked up into turbo mode lately. It's like, keep your eyes over here. Don't look at this. Don't believe what you're seeing, I don't know. I just got this eerie feeling that we're going to experience something that's, I don't know, just going to change things. And I think it's up to us to accept what we are going to experience, and for everybody to come together at that point and stand up for the life that we want for our children and our grandchildren. I have a feeling they're going to be forcing us to do things that we don't want to do, but they're going to make it to where we're not going to maybe have a choice in the matter for some time. I don't know. Things are different. Things are different. I think there's more people that are lonely now than ever before. More people are depressed than ever before. And it seems like the help with that has gone away, and the distractions to try and compensate for that has, cranked up. I don't know. I just got a bad feeling about some stuff. I don't know if it's just me feeling this, but I don't know. Nothing seems real anymore. It all seems fake. I mean, let's be real. We got fake food, fake clothing, just pretty much anything that you can put on or in your body or surround yourself with lately just seems fake. Fake. But why? Why are they making us feel like this? That's my question. What's the end game? Because we don't know. We're just here stuck on this hamster wheel going around and around. And I feel bad because there's people that are busting their butts to take care of themselves and their families, and You know, they keep just pushing more crap down the pipe for us. I don't know. I just need to pull over and take a little break. And I don't know. This feeling's just been haunting me for a while now. And I was just wondering if anybody else is feeling like this or have seen this and kind of feels like we're walking around in the zombie land lately. Nobody seems to care about anything anymore. The anger level's through the roof. The road rage is insane. People driving with their heads up their butts is insane. You know, just the consideration has gone away in people. And I think it's intentional. I don't know. I know nothing can go back to the way that it used to be, but I don't know about you guys, but I would like to at least live somewhat of a happy life and be proud of what I've done and the life I've lived. That's all. And I feel like that's trying to be taken away from all of us, not just me, everybody, to make us dance to the tune they want. What do you guys think? I'm going to bounce off here. Gotta get back to work. Have a blessed the rest of the week.